In this meditation, we're turning our attention to the second foundation of mindfulness, vedanā, which refers to the pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral qualities of our experience. Because as we become conscious of this hedonic tone, these vedanā, we gain insight into the workings of our mind and we can begin to let go of reactive patterns. So begin by finding your meditation posture, seated on a chair or cushion. Taking some time to settle in. Closing your eyes, finding your inner alignment and a sense of grounding and relaxation in the body. And enjoy the stillness and the natural rhythm of respiration in the body. It's a sense of being breathed, nothing to do and nowhere to go. So as you come into the present moment, noticing what your experience is like right now. What sounds, thoughts, body sensations do you notice? And with curiosity, see if you can discern the quality of the current experience. Notice the general state of mind right now. Is it open or contracted? Does it feel positive or negative or neutral? Just see what is there. We're not trying to change or create anything special, simply tuning into the reality of this moment. What about the sounds in your environment? Are they pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Does the body feel comfortable or uncomfortable? Remembering that there's no right answer, no correct way to feel. And if you can't tell the feeling tone of some experience, that's okay. Throughout this meditation, make it a challenge and an open inquiry to discern if the quality of any given sensation is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. We're going to use the body scanning as a way to contemplate the nature of vedanā. So begin by checking in with your body. How do you know that you have a body in this moment? What sensations contribute to your bodily awareness? With curiosity, notice what comes up, just resting in this awareness for a little while. Noticing the sensations in the body correlated with your breath. If distractions come up, simply note them without diving into the content. Come back to the awareness of the body. And then direct your attention to the top of your head. What is happening up here? What sensations can you feel? Can you name them? Can you sense their hedonic tone? Moving your awareness down, sensing into your forehead, eyebrows, the areas between the eyebrows. Taking the role of an observer and seeing what is there. Now including your entire face, the eyes resting in their sockets, the muscles around the eyes, the jaw, the mouth, the head, the skull. Can you name the sensations here? Tingling, tension, relaxation, contraction, whatever it is. Not looking for anything special, just zooming in to what is already here. The mind is going to wander. And this is not a problem. The mind wandering isn't separate from the practice. Just notice where the mind went and then smilingly come back to the present moment. Is there a feeling tone, perhaps, related to the thoughts or distractions? In this way, including any vedanā in the practice, even those that manifest mainly on the mental level without clear connection to the body. And then, wherever you are, coming back to the body and scanning down through the throat and neck. Feeling into the trapezius muscles and the shoulders. Whatever is here, simply recognize without judgment. Notice the tendency to react to vedanā, perhaps an impulse to get rid of some tension, to distract yourself from discomfort, or to hold on to some blissful sensation. Contemplate that whatever feelings are there, they all share the same characteristic of impermanence. In this way, gaining a direct experience of the nature of change. See if you can stay present without reacting. Like a scientist, you're just observing with a direct knowledge of what this part of the body feels like right now. Now slowly continue down your torso, feeling into the upper back, the chest area, and rib cage. Including the area around the heart, a place where there's often a lot of feeling. And whatever you find, can you discern the hedonic tone? Is there pleasure, pain, something else? Perhaps an emotional quality underneath the sensation? So without getting lost in the content or reaction to the feeling, just staying here with a gentle awareness. If it becomes too intense, you can always come back and rest with your breath as the anchor. If judgments come up about the practice or the experience, realize that this too is part of the meditation. There's nothing wrong. Note for yourself, judgment is present, and see if you can come back to the feeling tone of whatever is here. What is going on in your arms right now? Can you feel your hands? How do you know that your hands exist in this moment? Dropping any mental image or intellectual understanding and tune into the sensations that tell you that your hands exist. Can you name the physical sensation? Do they feel heavy or light? Any experience of temperature? Perhaps a tingling in the fingers? And whatever you discover, do you find the hedonic tone pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Just resting the attention on your hands. Now coming back to your torso, letting your awareness flow down to the solar plexus, the abdomen, the lower back and lower belly. What can you feel in this part of the body? And what happens as you stay with the sensations? Do they change in any way, or are they static? Whenever you get distracted, kindly but firmly bring yourself back to the present moment. Perhaps connecting with a few breaths. And now feel into your pelvis, including your hips and seat. Feeling your sit bones and the contact against the chair or cushion. Noticing what that feels like. Is there a sense of weight, gravity, pressure, tension, stability, grounding? Just resting your attention in this part of your body for a while. Now continuing down, feeling into your legs, the thigh muscles, the front, the back, the sides and the insides, scanning down toward your knees. Can you sense the knees and the kneecaps? Just picking up and noticing anything going on in this area. And then including the lower legs, the calves, all the way down to the ankles. Simply receiving any sensation in your legs right now. And whatever comes up, welcome it. See if you can say yes to whatever is here. Now move your attention into the feet, feeling the heels, continuing through the arches, and the front part, the back of the feet, and all the way into the toes. Perhaps sensing the contact or pressure against the surface underneath, or any sensation or aliveness in the feet, temperature perhaps. Just exploring how the feet feel. And now letting go of focusing on any particular part of the body and allow your awareness to expand, to spread. What is the overall feeling in the body as you sit here? Can you name it? Can you tell if it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral without reacting? Now checking if there's any part of the body that calls your attention in this moment. Perhaps an area of tension or pressure that you'd like to explore. So gently bring your awareness to that part and tend to it with a kind presence. What is it like? What is the felt sense? Can you perhaps name what you're experiencing, seeing how big that area in the body is, if it's changing and morphing or if it feels static? And if it becomes too intense, you may resource yourself by coming back to your breath or by finding a neutral sensation in the body, perhaps in your hands, your upper lip, or some other place in the body. Just taking a moment to rest here before coming back to exploring any sensation in the body that feels intense or that calls your attention. And now continue scanning the body on your own. With a careful and kind attention, scan the bodily sensations in the way that feels right to you. Whenever you get distracted, kindly but firmly bring yourself back to the present moment. What is the overall feeling in the body as you sit here? Can you name it? Can you tell if it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral without reacting? Remembering that there's no right answer, no correct way to feel. And if you can't tell the feeling tone of some experience, that's okay. Now continue scanning the body on your own. If you find yourself disinterested, notice if you're overlooking some neutral feeling. Perhaps there's a desire for something more interesting, or a slight push to escape the present moment. So just notice that with a renewed sense of interest and energy. If some pleasure arises, notice the desire to hold on to it. Just stay with this tendency, notice the pleasure without reacting to it. And if some unpleasant feeling arises, watch it for a moment without reacting. Just notice the push to act, as if the sensation is screaming, "Scratch me," or "Stretch me," or "Move me." And the point is not to sit through excruciating pain, but just to explore the push before allowing yourself to consciously take the appropriate action. Contemplate that whatever feelings are there, they all share the same characteristic of impermanence. In this way, contemplating feelings with wisdom, seeing how you can be present with what comes up without reacting, and seeing how vedanā don't have to give rise to craving, aversion, confusion. How by staying present without reacting, you can begin to plant seeds of wisdom, compassion, and equanimity.